If you're ready to leave the United States and you're interested in teaching English abroad and you have questions about TEFL versus TESOL certificates, I'm going to break that down in full detail. So TEFL is teaching English as a foreign language and TESOL is teaching English to speakers of other languages. TEFL is when you want to teach English abroad in non-English speaking countries, and then TESOL will cover you for teaching English to non-native English speakers but in English speaking countries like Canada, Australia, the United States. Then there's also CELTA. It's a more intensive, internationally recognized certification from Cambridge. It's ideal for higher paying teaching jobs. I think the best way to organize which one that you want to do is to find out which country you want to go to teach English in. And I say that because you can look through their job boards. You can see exactly what they're looking for. Are they looking for a bachelor's degree? Are they looking for TEFL certificates? Are they looking for teaching experience? Do they require you to have your teaching experience in UK-based English or American-based English? Once you have that information, or you can see what the general need is for that country in teaching English, then that will help you set yourself up and know what to choose as far as courses go. When you're ready to choose a TEFL or a TESOL course, here are some things to keep in mind as you're looking at multiple options. So accreditation is extremely important. I did break it down a little bit deeper over here, so you can see how to check for accreditation. You can also see the different types of accreditation. I did list some courses that are accredited, so there's affordable ones and they're online, and then I have some that are best for international recognition, but there are a ton of options out there. 120 hours is usually the minimum for any TEFL certificate when you apply for a job abroad. They want to make sure you have that 120 hours at least. Some courses do offer practical teaching components in their courses, and I think that's extremely important. As much practice as you can get before you make that jump, it's going to ease that transition. There are online courses and there are in-person courses, and there's hybrids. The in-person courses, I think those usually lead to like group teaching of teachers, and then they take you abroad. But there's lots of options out there for in-person as well. Some of these TEFL courses do offer job placement, and it's all combined into one. So it's a learn the TEFL course, and then they'll help you get a job abroad, and then they'll help with like the first week of training in that school. So there are some really good options out there if that makes you feel more comfortable. I think that those options are more expensive, but they could be better for the person, just depending on what you need when it comes to learning. So you have United States English and you have British English, and depending on the country, there may be a preference. Also, depending on the school, there may be a preference. So like in Japan and South Korea, they typically favor American English due to their ties with US education and business. Europe and Commonwealth, they prefer British English, so they follow the UK educational standards. And then China and the Middle East, and that varies by institution. Some specify UK and some specify US. So you really looking at the job boards ahead of time, I think, will set you up for the best success. There are some countries that are going to require you to have a bachelor's along with a TEFL certificate. So just keep that in mind, but there are countries that just require the TEFL and that you be from a country that English is your native language. If you already teach English abroad, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments, as well as if you have any questions, just drop them there.